And Clemson officials say recent testing revealed the possibility of hundreds of unmarked graves in Woodland Cemetery, a historic gravesite on campus right near Memorial Stadium. We're hearing from university historians about what this discovery means. Fox Carolina's Brooklyn Cromer joins us live in Clemson with more.
Well, Tori, pink and white flags are across this section here at Clemson's Woodland Cemetery. Now, these markers represent the unmarked burial sites of hundreds of slaves, which researchers recently discovered.
Clemson University's Woodland Cemetery sits in the shadows of Death Valley. Behind Memorial Stadium, a previously unknown burial site dating back to the 1800s.
Now that we know that there are more burials here, we certainly have a responsibility for making sure that the people who helped build this university, the people whose labor kept the Fort Hill plantation going, we cannot not honor them, because we are indebted to Black labor for the existence of Clemson University.
The discovery came as Clemson University researchers were preparing to honor the graves in Fort Hill Slave and Convict Cemetery. The university historian says they used ground-penetrating radar, or GPR technology, which unearthed the hidden graves.
In the midst of that process, we began finding field stones, which are the traditional markers of African American burials. And lo and behold, they were not just here inside the fence, they extended all the way out to about 3 acres.
Paul Anderson is the university historian and says the scan found more than 200 potential grave sites in the cemetery and additional graves believed to be underneath a walking trail.
We know we're going to find more. The documentary records suggest oral history, which had as many as 250 African Americans buried here. Most of them are likely to be former slaves.
The university says their top priority is finding a way to honor the lives and give a voice to the African Americans buried in the cemetery.
Now, the university says they're still investigating and working to identify any additional burial sites that could be in the cemetery. They say they've also hired on an additional historian that's hired just to focus on this task at hand. Now, they also believe that some families of these former slaves could be in the Clemson or in the upstate area. They say they're working to notify those family members. Live in Clemson, Brooklyn Cromer, Fox Carolina, the 10 o'clock news.